Hello world, this is JWP, J-Board Primo Beats, coming to you live from my bedroom. Check out my website, jwpsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, check out my Patreon, JWP Patreon. That's with 2 P's. There's exclusive content there for making your own audio plugins and synthetic. Or my GoFundMe, JWP Fund. If you're watching this on YouTube, a like, comment, and or subscribe are appreciated. I'll be continuing along, remixing, remastering some of my older beats in FL Studio, as well as support from RX and other miscellaneous tools. So last when I left off, I had finished up the mixing portion as far as it goes. And just let me double check this. I opened this in advance, but I did forget to check something. That I turned everything off. So I saved after I exported last time. We'll bring it in just to save some time. And looks like it's still loading. So I'm sure this is the right one. I just want to make sure everything is turned off as far as the maximizer preview and things like that. From here, I want to do phase optimization, so phase rotation, adaptive phase rotation. And as I said before, this kind of aligns up the phase so we get the maximum sort of peak value out of all the phase. If we watch the peaks, they start to sort of level out as much as they can. Consistent peak level. And then I can bring it into mastering. So that's optimized adaptive phase. It's optimized. And then I can save that. As I said, I might just be doing this for nothing. Phase optimized. I save over the older version. Yes. As I'm not 100% sure if I turned everything off. Okay, so here is the workflow, and I saved directly after. And Maximus is the de-esser. This is just a cut, like low and high cut. And Maximizer is off. Arc is off. Morph is off, which is what I wanted. Okay. So that's done. RX is done. We can now move on to the mastering portion. Did I close that? Oh, it opened over top of my other FL Studio. And it doesn't seem to show up in this list. I don't know why my mastering doesn't show up in this list. Okay, so we're going to have to reopen FL Studio. It looks like my kick monitor died. Refresh it. I'm not seeing colors. Yeah. All right. So here we'll bring in triplet mastering. It's probably gonna, I'm not sure if it's gonna reload the exact same one. And I got my studio monitors running again. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. I mean, I guess I can bleed in the track a little bit. Is it better that I just turn it off? Because I listened to the playback and hearing the studio monitors in the background isn't really that great of a sound. But it's what I got to use, right? This is the final step. So yeah, I'm just going to mute my default out. There's no point in trying to mash them together. Maybe I'll leave it on. And I'll turn it down some, maybe not -18. So it kind of sits in the background, and then I can mute my mic and turn it up every once in a while just to give a preview on stream. All right, so we want to bring in Arc again. Here we have Morph. Morph's not going to do anything because I'm not using headphones. Plugin database, effects, installed. Not like that though. Effects. Okay, there we go. VST3 and Arc3. I want to sort of replace Morph it here. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure what it loaded. I'm going to reload it though, just to be certain that that's the right one here. I'm going to check my volume. I don't want the speaker, I want the iLouds. About 98%. I almost want to close my window too. I'm going to close my window just because I want isolated sound here. We'll drop this on the playlist. And we'll go. Probably as much as I'm going to be able to pull out of the video. It'd be nice if FL Studio had a dim button. Okay, so let's get Ice Ozone doing its thing. Again, it actually has a preloaded thing, so it's running already. Let me go from here to here. Mastering CD. See how much changed, eh? That low end. No. So from here, I'm going to go negative 13. We'll get a level there. I want pumping. Perhaps, in fact, this should be the loudest point, which was the drop here, I believe. I should actually have a look-see and see now that it's been changed a little bit. Maybe that loudest point has changed as well. And let's just keep this playing consistently. So the background thing, I'll turn it down a bit. And I want to do a reading. Is it still the same part, I wonder? So momentary. We got this. What? I don't want all the things. I wish all those different buttons would like have a consistent select all, select none. So loading. So we want that. I'm gonna mute this for a second, play this. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same thing. We're also at a negative 11. That's really loud. Why is it not as loud here, I wonder? Is there something wrong here? Is this a sampler? No, this is an audio clip. Do this. Weird. Oh, wait, okay. Okay, I want this at negative 2. So it is in fact that little part there where it kind of falls. And then we'll reset. Where did my ceiling here? Okay, so that's going to be really loud, in fact. Let's bring it up here instead. I'm moving. Okay, so I do believe this is threshold. Why is it way up here? Let's bring it down a little bit. Okay, so what is this set to? Like when I turned it up, what did it go out as? Channel volume. Note. Zip channel button name. Where's volume? 1, 2, 3. Set percentage. Unzip channel name, loop bar B tools, filter swing, pattern, editor, note, velocity, pan and volume, channel volume. To adjust the channel volume levels, samples are loaded into the channel or sample will be set to -5. 78% of the original level out allowed headroom for the pattern sequence to avoid clipping. Set volume to 100% to its original level. Audio clips will play at 100% of their original volume. Channel volume for native plugins might affect this directly. Audio clips will play at 100% of their original audio. I mean, it doesn't really sound like that, though. I'm going to drop this whole thing here. I don't really feel like that's the right channel. Okay, so let's go miscellaneous. Audio clip. Load. And phase optimized. Open. Drop that on here. So what is it set to here? See, it's still set to -78. I don't understand. Look at how low it is. It's not definitely not how loud it is on the export. I don't think I lost that much in phase. I mean, this sounds killer loud, like if we look at it. In here, it's like super quiet. Is it arc? Okay, so I gotta turn it down. And then it's arc with its clip or it's goodness if that speaker had a remote trim. Yeah, it's dropping it by 30. There we go. Okay, so I want the final level to be sort of as loud as it can, but not too loud. Like, this needs to be 98, this meter, and then my speakers kind of control that final clip level. Okay, so I'm pretty comfortable with that. Okay, so it had nothing to do with ozone. Okay, let's bring ozone back. And let's look at what it did here. I think it's still looking for it. It is. But it's got the threshold all the way up here. Like, is it really that loud? Yeah, it doesn't like it at all. It's like, that's too loud. Is it really though? I wonder what that sounds like on stream as far as the blend between the two different, the two different channels. Because I have my manual output or my straight out output running. Same time, okay, so that's still loading. I can fiddle with this a bit. Ouch. I can just get over it. Really does hate it though, right? What is tonal balance thing? Okay, this loop is a little nutty. Oof. I didn't like that at all, right? Okay, so done with this. Let's go here. What's my output? Okay, so does that sound the same as this? Oh, but there's no, what's on here? Nothing. Okay, so nothing. Nothing. Yeah, it's the same issue. It's a bit louder. Go with a little bit of low end focus. I'm not really sure what it does per se. I don't know what happened there. Still running. It only lets me go to 300. What am I listening to? Ugh, that's so gross. Is that really how it sounds? It's all full of gunk. I don't like that. Okay, so let's emulate a sub. So in order to do that, we'll do a roll off here, filter 200. We want that low end clean, right? We want to push the bass frequencies kind of max right out to the bass frequencies we don't want in there right out to the sides. So this actually has to be a high pass. Put that into 500. That's usually the, why is that a percentage? For width, 50%. Why is it like that? No. Okay. What? Resets. What value is this? I thought that was 50%. 55%. Okay. So this I want 500. And then we merge the stereo signal here. And we can hear everything that's happening in the low end. So we still got quite a bit of other instruments down there. Let's see if we can eliminate them, and we have to do that in the mixing stage. So I thought it was done mixing, but I guess not. It's too bad. I guess I can put everything into smart disable mode, and then I should get my CPU back and I can let it sit. I could jump in here and we'll do the same thing here. We'll go filter EQ2 and we'll emulate that subwoofer. We'll see how much we can cut out of the low end. 55%-ish, 500 hertz. And my computer is probably not going to be happy with this because I still got everything going. Okay, so I want that bass in there and I want those drums in there, but I don't want these horns in there. So let's see if we can get them out of there. We can do that, in my mind, by pushing everything to the side, right? With sweet spots. Okay, so then we'll go post, segmenter on. Let's see, this will bring them directly into. So push them out of. No, it didn't do anything. How about more? So we can feel it leaving a little bit. But a little bit's not enough. How can we get that signal right out of? Pan bands are on. Phase change, I don't know. Mid side. Okay, so what happens if we cut the mid? It's currently set to 9. We could see it here. Max this. It's almost gone, right? But I can't get any more out of there. I mean, I could probably load up another mid side, I guess. So let's go to 9. And we can just solo this track here. Like that. And then maybe we'll do it on the out. The very last out here. Okay, and then we'll bring it in here. This is horns, right? Or tenor. So sweet spots. Tenor, sax. It's going to take an hour to load. Just kidding. If it ever loads at all. I think it's just because of the way the systems are running. Oh no, it's not going to load. No. No. Because it hasn't been added to that list. I thought I added it to that list, but tenor trombone, tenor sax, tenor sax. Did I use trombone? No, I used tenor sax. Okay, so I gotta dig it out, and then I'm gonna add it to the database list here. Effects, VST3, sweet spots, tenor. Doesn't have to be this one specifically. I could probably use descriptive, but descriptive is really quite heavy, so there's no point. Okay, so now that that's open, I'm going to add it to the database here. Effects, sweet spots. Let's get rid of the old one first. So we'll go open the folder, find tenor. Sax. See, it looks like it's been deleted once already. So we'll get that out of there. Close that, and then it's already looking at that. So we'll go add to database, flag as favorite. Okay, hopefully it stays there now. At this point, let's try to get this out of the mid now. Okay. Options post. Now we want to bring it back. Recover that level. Off. Okay, so it's coming out at 12. Let's actually push this up here. With it on, it's coming out at 15. Let's give it back a little bit. 12. Okay, now it's at 9. Let's change that to 3 and go 15. Okay, now we're coming out at 12 here. And what I forgot to do was merge this. So let's merge this. See, it's gone. Completely gone now. That's what I want. Turn it off, and it's back. All right. So we don't want it in the sub. We want it in the sides. And if we bring things back here, that's the mid level. You can hear it a little bit. Side level down, mid level up. Turn it right off. Back on. Okay. So imagine that's what I want, right? I mean, the level is so dead, but mid sides right down there, we can hear it just a tiny bit. And it's still giving that plus 12. I mean, when it monos to a phone, it's going to lose that level. But hopefully, let's see what happens when we turn this off. Is it completely gone? That's not good. We don't want to lose the whole thing. This can't win, eh? Okay. So... Because I'd like to keep the mid. Mid and high. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to split it. So we'll go tenor, low send, and to tenor, else send. And that'll be mid-high. We'll move alto over. Oops, I don't want that Windows key. I want this. Then we want tenor send. This is actually tenor send, isn't it? Yeah. Tenor send. Okay. And then low send, high send. I'm going to stretch this out a bit so I can read my send names here. So tenor send. It'll be last. And we want to get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Oops, I should have kept that and just moved it over. Anyway, so this is send. Now what I want to do is move this over here. We'll tenor send here, and then see, it's going to be a little difficult because the way the send system works, it doesn't really work like that. Maybe it'll keep track. Let's find out. Okay, so gone, there, and then these are pulled, and these go here and here, and then we'll bring them back, and then we'll jump into here. Oh, because it's after too, though. Bugger. Okay. Let's go before span plus. It's going to be a lot of work. The sweet spot's sitting around. It's just the way it's going to have to be. Everything that's not running is off anyway, so we'll go post, segmenter on. Then where's this? 500, 5,000. This one's not going to matter because it's going to be sending anyways. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay. And then we're going to route them. Processing output. Main isn't going anywhere, I don't think. We want 1 and 2. Right click. Tenor low. 2, 3. Tenor else. Okay, so now this is just the high, the mid high, and then this is just the low. And for the low, we want to bring another sweet spots. Alto, no, tenor sax. And then this is where we can cut the mid side. Okay, so we'll bang, boom. And then we'll look at it first before we cut it. It's coming out at about 21. Nope, 18, peeking out at 18. Oh, peeking out at 15. Okay. Looks like that's the max it's going to peak out at 15. I mean, it shouldn't be on so unstable. I don't know why it's so unstable. It's after a limiter. On the left. $18 rather. 15K, so that's sort of its loudest point, I think. Yeah, right at that last part here. I don't know if it's going to keep playing that 15. Okay. Then we'll bring the sweet spots in and we'll post. I think it's still separated, merged, right? Yeah, so let's unmerge it. And then we want to bring it back to that 18. So it's super loud now. By threes. 18, right? Or 15? 15, okay. It's a little high. This is too open. I need a little more space here. Down. It's more down. No, up. Because we're cutting. No, up. Okay, let's go by 1.5 here. Give it a little bit back. There it is. Okay, here's the send. Okay. So now if we merge it here, we're just getting the low end, right? No, just the low end we want. And then we'll merge it and it's gone. Most of the part's gone. We'll bring back the mid. So that'll still kind of be there. Is that a bad thing? No, because we're cutting here, right? We're still getting that, and that's merged. And then on a stereo system, we'll get that. So like on a small phone, we're going to lose bass, but phones don't have a bass anyway. But on a sub, we're going to get a nice clean signal. We got a little bit of the high end, but for the most part, for these instruments, we have just the baritone and just the bass drum. If ever I can get it to send, do you feel like sending? No? Nice. So now it's zeroed in. When this is on a subwoofer, it's clean. It's super clean. And then when it's on like, you know, the monitors, the stereo monitors, we get something like this. We get those horns back. So the horns kind of float above the subwoofer and the subwoofer is clean. Yes. And then the whole sound. A little bit of phase cancellation trick. I'm not really sure 100% how that works scientifically, because like the whole mid-side thing is still a little bit of a mystery to me. I know it has to do with, you know, adding your side back to itself. And I don't know if this is a frowned upon technique, but it's a technique that I like. It keeps my subwoofer clean. Moving on. So we need another sweet spot here. What is this? I can just get out of there. That's old. Delete. Yes. Then we'll bring in the sax, right? Sweet spot, tenor sax. And we're going to do the same thing. So we need what? This is alto send now. Let's mute tenor. Let's mute everything. Let's get the alto running like that. Then this is alto send. Man, I thought I was really going to be done mastering this today, but no. And I'm almost out of time, so I'll probably be able to get this done, and then I won't have any time to look at mastering. What am I doing for time? Really hoping for a longer stream today or longer video, but that's fine. This is pretty focused. Okay, so then we have alto low send, alto L send, and alto else send, alto else send. Okay, then this goes in the front here. This is where everything gets sent. These do not get sent to the master. This does, however. Wait, what's going on here, right? With tenor, where's it sending? Yeah, okay, so it's sending, it's sidechaining there, right? And I have it set, I have it set up in the plug-in sweet spots, so it's only sending there. So we don't want to send there, I want to send here and here. And then we want to jump in here, and this is just for splitting. So we'll go ahead and turn the segmenter on. Again, we're going 1, 2, and 3, 4, 3, 4. And I don't know why this is set here. Am I looking at the tenor again? Oops. Off. Off. It's a good thing I didn't start messing with that wheel yet. Okay, so I don't know why I was looking at that. Okay, so this is sent already, isn't it? No. Tenor. Did I mess it up? Nope. Okay. And then tenor is okay. I didn't totally break it here. Low send. Well, that doesn't matter. Low send. L send. Tenor. Okay, so I'm looking at alto. And this is supposed to be alto. That's what's missing here. Okay, so is alto pre-installed into the sweet spots folder, or yeah, it is. Okay, good. Now let's go. This is the send. So post segmenter on. Send 1 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4. Then we'll hop in here and we'll manually set these here. Main's doing nothing. We'll alto low and alto else. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Okay, so it's not doing anything right now. Is it not sending anywhere? Where's it? Okay, so these aren't sending anywhere. Let's get these sending here. Okay. So we got to find the loudest point of this. How about let's get it all wired in first. So it's sending, right? It's sending. We're successfully sending. And close that one. Then let's find the loudest points here. No, we'll get it lined up. We'll get it set up first. So we'll bring in the alto. And then I'll turn it on and off here. So for this one, again, we want to cut the mid, boost the high, just for the low end, and post post. Yeah, we want to control this knob here. So at 1.5, go ahead and cut it, and then we'll just get it from the left. So it's looping here. Let's turn off the loop. X that from the left. Just the low. Looks like around 18. Instead of 15, so it's what, like 17.5-ish. So I'd say it's about 17.5-ish. And then we'll turn on this just to give a little preview here. See, it's still in the mid, right? It's still in the sub. Let's get it out of the sub now. Okay, one more time. Let's give me a level. Last time we were at 17.5-ish. We'll figure out where that is. It's kind of everywhere. 17.5. It's just kind of always around 17.5. It wasn't like the tenor, which kind of peaked out during the drop. Well, there's the draw. There's the peak right there-ish. So it's kind of when it lifts in sort of a little bit after the beginning of the riff. I don't know what you call a riff in horns. A little bit after, though. After the beginning of the first bar. After the beginning of the bar. And the second beat. Okay, so we'll grab that second beat-ish. We'll just go a whole piece here like that. That's sort of the loudest part. Now we'll bring this in. And that's killing the mid, right? It's killing the mid and boosting the side. And we want to bring it back to that 15, was it? 15, right? Or 17.5, right? Okay, so these windows are getting on my nerves a little bit. Okay, there. And then we want the X, the output. We want to come down to about 17.5. It's too loud. It's too quiet. Or a little over. 1.5 lower is a little too quiet. Okay, up to 12. We're a little over, but that's fine. Okay, so now we have it mixed out. Let's check the subwoofer. We're gonna go cut it by 500. Just under 500, that's pretty much the range of a subwoofer, and then we're going to merge it, and it's pretty much gone. It's still there like a little bit, but for the most part, it's gone, which we want. And now we can bring in the mid, or that mid and high. We still got something there. Let's cut this, and it's still there. Let's unmerge it, and that's the full spectrum. Okay, so now let's bring in all the instruments here. Didn't have to do any more changes. Okay, now let's check that sub again. Yeah, the bus outside. What the hell is that now? We can hear it a little bit. That's more the baritone, though. I almost want more out of the baritone. What does my arc say? Okay, from the left here. Oh, let's kill this. And it's still merged, right? So let's... Can I get more than just that? No, it's a looping. Stop looping. Okay. Without the arc. Pick that sub again from the left. I want to hear what the sub's going to be hearing. Alright, that's nice. It's just singing now. Maximizer? Arc? It's falling apart. But it sounds good either way. Okay, so no arc, no maximizer, no sub. Checking, unmerge. How's my levels? Still a little loud, but 24-bit will carry that fine. I can clip a little bit, as long as I don't go over like plus 16 or something. I don't know where it's at, but it's really high. Really, I want to hear that in my headphones. So at a time, but I want to get it like to the final stage for when it's time to master, because I keep having to go back again. Okay, I mean, I can do the whole linear phase or the phase optimization thing again. That's no big deal. It's getting it. Okay, and then I can fix the output here, and then it will give me a signal here. Okay, it's too loud. Sounds about the same. I mean, I can't really tell. I could do a sub test on it, but it's not really a sub, right? And I could check the morph it. It sounds so good. So clean. You can hear it just a tiny little bit. It's just a tickle on top. It's like laughing. It's got this little cartoon laugh floating on the top. Just peeking out a little bit. I like it. Okay, so reset that and turn this off again one more time. The headphones. Maximizer. Yeah. Oh, that buffer. Okay, so let's kill that. Kill that. That's off, it's unmerged, and everything's ready to go. So I'm gonna call it there, I guess. And then, yeah, it's pretty much exported. It's linear phase version. I imagine I'm gonna be continuing along with the linear phase versions. So there's no point in calling it the linear phase version because all the versions are gonna contain linear phase. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Just phase optimization. Did the testing, everything's off, everything's good. I'm just overthinking it. It's probably a little squashed, probably a little tight. Oh yeah, with the capping, man. So. It's fine. It's like I said, there's a 24-bit, so there's a lot of headroom up there. This is sort of the mastering stage. People say to bring your tracks out -6 or whatever, but when you do that, you kind of add noise floor, in my opinion. So, I mean, this is fine. I'm not sending it away to an analog master. So this is fine. All right. Let me give that a quick save, and then I'll export. And I'll do my outro. Check out my website, jwpsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, check out my Patreon, JWP Patreon. That's with 2 P's. There's exclusive content there for making your own audio plugins and synth edit. If you're watching this on YouTube, a like, comment, or subscribe are appreciated. Thanks for watching. Until next time.